mutilation, torture, civil war, dictator, hopelessness, healing, liberty, peace, and hope. This is the difference between war-shredded Syria and the hyperpower that we are fortunate to live in, the United States of America. We face one of the greatest human disasters of our time. A massive civil war in Syria has left the people with only one choice: to flee their destroyed country. In his Perils of Indifference speech, given in 1999, Elie Wiesel says, "In a way, to be indifferent to that suffering is what makes the human being inhuman." By turning our eyes away from the suffering of others is, in a way, to disregard our own humanity. By supporting the International Rescue Committee, you will bring escape from the brutal Assad regime, shelter from murderous extremists, and a hope for a better life in America. These desperate people are escaping from impending death on two fronts: the Assad regime and the radical extremist group ISIS. Syria is ruled by the brutal dictator Bashar al-Assad. This tyrant cracked down on his country in 2011, and a civil war ensued. Since the beginning of the war, hundreds of people, even children, have been killed with various chemical weapons, including the nerve agent sarin gas. And what we have here is a bunch of canisters of sarin nerve gas inside of an artillery shell. For those of you who don't know what sarin gas does, James Hamlin's article in Atlantic.com will explain. A victim's pupils will constrict, severe vomiting sets in, along with convulsions, paralysis, secretions from all bodily functions, and after 1 to 10 minutes, death. The extremist group ISIS is also responsible for many atrocities against the Syrian people. Ms. Sly's article in the Washington Post reveals that ISIS was formerly an associate of Al-Qaeda until they were kicked out for being too extreme. These terrorists were too extreme for Al-Qaeda. Have you ever seen a decapitated head mounted on a stake? This is the work of these inhuman extremists who must be fought until they're destroyed. While the Syrian people can choose to escape from these vile people, they need somewhere to go. One proposition is to relocate them to America via the International Rescue Committee. Charity.org, a nonpartisan organization, has given the IRC an A+ rating for its reliability. This organization is the premium charity when it comes to relocating people to safer parts of the world. This organization will be able to move people from war-shredded Syria to the safety of the United States. And this organization will be able to unite innocent families and children, bringing them safely from the horrors of ceaseless conflict. In an interview with the Washington Post, David Miliband, president of the IRC, has proposed that nearly 100,000 needy refugees can be relocated to the United States. An article last year from CNN shows that 1,500 refugees have already been moved from Syria to the safety of the United States. Jobs can be easily provided for them, as Brad Tuttle's article in Time.com reveals. Many companies, which include Walmart, Starbucks, and Chobani, are all welcoming of new Syrians. These are the possibilities of Syrians who are fleeing their country to come to America. But let's look at some more personal results. AmericanProgress.org has shown that Syrians who are coming to America are getting good jobs, they're learning English, and they're starting successful businesses. The average family earns around $52,000 per year. These people are fleeing from civil war and extremist groups. They're searching for a new life that the IRC can help provide. By donating to this organization, you can help change the world one life at a time. We must remember that people's lives are at stake. We don't want to become indifferent to the genocide when we can help save families. Does anyone have any questions?
How long has this charity been helping people?
It's been helping people since about 1933. It was started actually by Albert Einstein.
Wow.
And these are my sources from the photographs. Does anyone else have any questions?
Very interesting.
Thank you.
That's a good topic.
I found the sarin nerve gas very, very like, wow, that's really bad stuff.
How long has sarin nerve gas been in existence?
It was invented by the Nazis, actually.
Ah,
It was invented as a pesticide, but they found it was far more dangerous, and they never even used it in World War II because they were afraid of the retaliation.
okay. Wow.
Thank you for listening.